Hi, welcome to my channel. You're watching this video in regards to the Sambandha Triangle, which stands for the triangle of the relationship of how everything is related. And basically the Sambandha Triangle consists of the five main elements, or in other words the five truths that are described in the Bhagavad Gita. And the first one is called the Īśvara, or the Supreme Controller. The other element is the Jīva, or an individual soul. And also there is the Prakṛti, which stands for material nature. There is also Kāla, or the eternal time, and Karma, which stands for activities. And so in regards to the Supreme Controller, or Īśvara, this is someone from whom everything emanates, both the individual souls as parts and parcels of him, as well as the material nature. And that's why we would sometimes say that there is nature, or Mother Nature, and God as the supreme as the Supreme Father. And basically, in terms of how we could present Īśvara, or God, this could be presented in the three aspects. The first one is called the Brahman, which means the something like the effulgence of God, something of impersonal aspect of Him, and this is the aspect when we could say when we could address that part of God as saying thank you, universe, for this and that, or something like let everything be arranged in a certain way. I know that my world is taking care of me, and all the rest. This is something that is that could be called as worshiping the Brahman, the impersonal aspect of God, when we not directly address him as the personality, but something as impersonal, something that is something that we could address as impersonal. And in terms of the second aspect of the Īśvara, or God, this is something that is called the Paramatma, or in other words the Supersoul. The the Sanskrit root para stands for the super, or the supreme. The Atma is the soul, so Paramatma is the super soul, and this is something that is considered to be the all pervasive aspect of God. This is something that is that goes along with each atom, with each individual soul within this material universe. And in terms of what it does is in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, for the Supreme Soul, it is said that this aspect of God does the two things called the Upadrashta and Anumanta, or in other words, this is the someone who oversees and permits. And in regards to the third aspect of God, this is something that is called the Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is something that is worshipped in the personal traditions of something like the Vaishnavism, where the Supreme Lord is considered to be Lord Vishnu, or Shivaism, where Shiva is worshipped. This could be in Christianity, this is worshipping Jesus Christ as the Son of God, and indirectly praying to the Son of God, to Jesus Christ, or sometimes directly praying to God in Christianity as well. In Islam, this is Allah, and basically all the rest. So in regards to the second truth that is represented by this Sambandha Triangle, we will see that this is the Jīva, or an individual soul. And in terms of us as individual souls within these physical bodies who live in this material world, we could say that an individual soul has the three qualities or aspects. These are called the Sat, Chit, and Ananda. in the language of Sanskrit, or in English this is the eternity, knowledge, and bliss. And if we try to see what a person is looking for in this material world, we would see that everyone is looking for everyone is looking to expand their lifetime. Everyone wants to explore something, like learn something new, not necessarily sitting in the libraries and reading books or anything. This is something that could be meeting new people, watching the TV series or movies, surfing the internet, or simply traveling. This is something that we how we cover our need to know something new. And basically the bliss aspect is something that is considered to be like everyone is looking for happiness and nobody is looking for unhappiness. So basically we try to find these three things in this material world, and if we actually try to do that to find it in the material world, we will be wrong, because these three qualities are something that they belong to our individual soul, and soul is not material, it is spiritual, and it has these three aspects: the eternity, knowledge, and bliss. And when we do the spiritual practice, this is how we unfold these three aspects of us. In terms of the third truth, there is the Prakṛti, or the material nature, and from the Vedic philosophy we will know that it consists of the three qualities or energies. Something that is called the sattva, or the positive energy. In other words, it is the mode of goodness. There is also rajas, or the neutral energy or passion, and there is also tamas, or the negative energy, or in other words, that is ignorance. So basically, within all this material nature, we would see the combination of just these three qualities, and these are called the sattva, rajas, and tamas, or in other words, goodness, passion, and ignorance. And the mode of goodness is represented by the qualities of light, of happiness, of knowledge as well. And in terms of the mode of passion, or rajas, we will see that it is represented by many desires, by lust, by sometimes greed and anger if lust is not satisfied. And in terms of tamas, or ignorance or destruction, this is something that is represented by dullness, laziness, being sleepy or mad, or anything that is related to destruction. And basically, when we mix up all those three modes, we will see that there is the material nature, which consists of just these three modes. And in terms of the aspect of the eternal time, or Kāla, this is one of God's energies. That's how He impacts the material nature, and thus moving it slowly towards its destruction. And so basically our physical bodies are a part of this material nature, and we all know that a physical body will eventually die, but not an individual soul, or Jīva, which is eternal. Well, apart from it's eternal, that it also has the qualities of knowledge and bliss. And so in terms of those three modes of material nature, if we add up the eternal time, or Kāla, we will see in total that it will make up something that is called the karma, or activities. And in terms of activities, this could be either good activities, something that is called good karma, which will bring the good results, or it could be the bad activities, or the bad karma, which eventually will grow up into having bad results. And so in regards to the free will, for an individual soul, it's basically just two different directions. It's either towards the Prakṛti, or the material nature, and this free will is employed in terms of the karma, doing certain activities, and thus either receiving enjoyment back from material nature, or suffering. So enjoyment due to good karma, or suffering due to bad karma as a result from the material nature. Or the second aspect of employing our free will, this is something that is called Bhakti. This is the love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and living for God, doing good things, as well as trying to develop love towards Him, doing the spiritual practice. And if we do it, this is how we step by step uncover the aspects of us as individual souls in the terms of the eternity, knowledge, and bliss. And the thing that should be mentioned as well is that God loves us and individual souls unconditionally. So there is always love going from God towards an individual soul. But for us, individual souls, we have the free will of either doing the karma towards material nature, and thus being in a duality of either enjoying it or suffering from it, or the second aspect of employing our free will is to move ourselves towards God, to start a certain spiritual practice within a certain tradition, be it the Vaishnavism, Shivaism, Christianity, Islam, or anything else, and by doing it to uncover the aspects of ourselves as eternity, knowledge, and bliss. So basically, this is the Sambandha Triangle, or the triangle of the five truths and how everything is related. The first aspect is the Īśvara, or the Supreme Controller, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The second aspect is the Jīva, or an individual soul. The third one is Prakṛti, or material nature. Then we have Kāla, or eternal time, and Karma as activities. So basically that's it for today, and thank you for your attention.